Good evening, my name is Debbie. I'm a Live for Love TV subscriber on YouTube. It's a very informative channel, so when you have a spare moment, please like, share and subscribe. Live for Love TV. Thank you.
Welcome to Live for Love TV. Today's the 4th day of the 5th month of the 23rd year inside the 21st century. Hope everyone's doing well out there. I was sent a video today by a brethren of mine, and he was only sending it to me, so I'm not having a go at him. He was only sending it to me. It's a sexual video in Jamaica. A sound is playing somewhere. It's a street, and there's a male and female having sex, oral sex, full intercourse sex, back, front, you name it, the whole full works. It's on the video. I'm sure a lot of people are going to see it. And it would be unbelievable if you didn't know the environment that some of these things are happening in. But anyway, reason why I wanted to mention that particular incident, that video, was because if you know anything about the UK, Europe of the last 2,000 years, 1,000 years, and even from when I was growing up in the 60s over there in the UK, that there were areas where, and red light district areas, and there were areas where you could go and they literally had brothels there behind these doors. They had places where, like pubs that were blacked out in the East End and in Tottenham Court Road and all over Soho and all these places where all kind of stuff was going on. Yeah, going back to the days of Greece, when they used to have all these kind of all men, all women, a mix of men and mix of women. Hundreds of people, wife swapping, whatsoever. You can look all over the place and you'll hear about these things. That even to this day, men, paying other men to have sex with their wife. Men paying other men to have sex with their wife while they sit there and watch. Yeah, absolutely. I've even heard of a brother who told me that in the UK, somebody actually approached him, a man and a woman approached him, and the man offered him money to have sex with his wife while he wanted to watch. That's what I heard. And I had to believe the brother because there was no reason for him to tell me a story like that. But in all of this going on, I can't find anywhere where anybody was having open, full intercourse sex on the street to music or to a sound system or in a party style. I haven't seen anything like that. And I know this is just a video that someone sent me because this has been going on for 20, 30 years in the dance hall itself, in dance halls, not on the street where people can literally look out their window and see it or drive past or walk past. That wasn't going on before. I don't know how long it has been going on, but the fact that the video can be seen, the fact that no police roll up, maybe they were frightened for their lives. I don't know, but that should have been just like any robbery on the high street. There should have been a police call made. If that was in a place that you call a decent environment, the police should have rolled up and they should have been arrested straight away. But they had full intercourse, full, as I said, all, you name it, back, front, upside down, you name it, the full works. And we look at these things and we see them. And as I said already, when you know the history of Europe when it comes to sex and all the stuff that was going on there, you can't find anything like this. Not in broad daylight. You can't find it. Even when I was growing up and you knew all of this decadence that was going on, you wouldn't see anything like that in broad daylight. They weren't able to do that. And even today, I'd be surprised to see something like that in broad daylight. And I know in America, they got some parade where people have, I think it's in San Francisco, and God knows what goes on down there. But where people walk up and down, I think it's some sort of pride thing. I don't know. I don't know if they're having full intercourse or sex and those things. I have no idea. But this would be disturbing if I didn't know better. But what's disturbing about it is not just the two people that are having sex, grown people, big man and big woman, but it's the people who are playing the sound system, the people who are standing there watching. And then they have a cheek to start talking about the younger people and how the younger people are out, misbehaving, how the younger people are, violent and aggressive. And it's amazing. These are the same people who come and say, "Oh, me don't know why the youth them still like that nowadays." how do you, as again, how do you go from that to this? How do you able to stand there and watch that and not call the police or expect a policeman to pull up and say these people need to be going to prison for a long, long time? And people are watching like it's a CNN or some entertainment on TV or some blue movie that they're watching, but literally on the street. Really, really amazing. Really, really amazing. We need to check ourselves when we talk sometimes, because we are the architects of our own downfall. I don't really say that other people haven't got a hand in it, but we are the architects of it. We are the architects. They're not the architects of it. They just come along and add some wood to the fire. Let's put it like that. But we're the architects. We got the matches and we decide where the fire's going to go. We're the architects of our own downfall. And I've always said this. This is why I put the channel together. This is why I try to put this stuff out, the Live for Love TV, because I'm not going to be pushing that kind of narrative to anybody out there. And people know that I don't really receive videos like this, but I know they're out there. So I suppose every now and again it's good to hear one or see one, because just to remind you and trigger your mind once again to know the levels to what's going on out there on the street. But you have to try and switch off. You have to try and focus on what you're about, because this is a world. Everything is happening in this world. You name it, good and bad. And they say all kind of people come and dance. You have to know why you're going to the dance. You don't go to the dance to pick up on the worst parts of the dance. You know why you're going to the dance. And if something's happening at the dance that you know is beneath you, then leave. Then leave. And if you go past the street and you see something like that happening, or it's a dance or whatever, then leave. Move on. Turn your back, go away. Because it is impossible for this type of behavior not to affect you once you start continually watching and allowing it and not saying anything. And it's going to affect you. I don't care who you are. It's going to affect you. That's the nature of the human being. That's the nature of a human being. So anyway, that was a quick one on the decadence of the current so-called, and I don't want to call it dancehall, because just because it was dancehall music that was playing, it was actually street culture that's happening now. And as I said already, it's so bad that even the police don't turn up and do anything about it. It just goes on, and those people will go about their business. They'll be on YouTube, and I don't think there'll even be an outcry to say, who are they? Let's find them. I want to put them in prison. Let's see what happens anyway. Take care. Live for Love TV.
People, one step more, one step more, one step more, one step more, until you reach your goals. One step more. This is Live for Love.